Welcome home. Welcome home to yourself. Welcome to this chakra meditation. Reclaim your right to be here. So just settling into a comfortable position, whether that's seated or lying. And you can sit cross-legged in Siddhasana or Sukhasana, or you can sit in Virasana, which is sitting on the knees and the shins and allowing the hips to settle back into the heels. And if you're choosing a lying position, traditional Shavasana, lying on your back, or Parshva lying on your side, or even lying in Pranamasana, which is lying on your front on your belly. But whatever you choose, just allow it to be a position that is comfortable for you. A position that allows you to relax while you also lengthen the spine. So a place that you can be comfortably in for 30 to 40 minutes. So choosing your position. And then beginning to settle in. Settling into the breath, into the natural, easy rhythm of the breath, being aware of the inhales and the exhales. Just noticing the breath, observing the breath. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through either the mouth or the nose, whichever feels more natural and comfortable. And then beginning to deepen the breath, inhaling all the way up to the top of the inhales, allowing the abdomen, the ribs, and the lungs to bulge forward and gently lift. And on the exhales, following the breath all the way down to the bottom, and noticing a gentle contraction as the navel draws up underneath the ribs and up towards the heart. Inhaling and feeling that sense of expansion through the front and the back side of the body. And exhaling and feeling that gentle contraction through both the front and back side of the body. So just imagining that the body is like a square and you're trying to fill all four squares around you, breathing into each of those corners with each inhalation, and then exhaling and drawing back to the center of that square. Or if you like circles, imagining that the body's a circle and you're inhaling and filling each part of that circle, and then exhaling back to the center. Full, deep, even breaths on the in-breath and on the out-breath. With each inhalation, lengthening the spine, creating space between the pelvis and the skull. The back of the neck is long, and each breath, the spine lengthens. And just continuing to observe the breath, shifting the awareness to the physical body, and just being aware of the points of contact between the body and the earth beneath you. So if you're in a sitting position, just being aware of the pelvis and its points of contact with the mat. Notice where the sits bones are. And those 2 points of the pelvis that connect with the mat, connect with the earth. And if you're in a lying position, just being aware of the body connected to the earth. And scanning the body and just noticing what's happening inside of the body. If there's any physical discomfort now that you've been here for a few moments, just making any tiny adjustments that you need to become more comfortable, or maybe you need to change positions completely, and that's also okay. The more comfortable you are, the more still the body can be, the more still the mind, and you can begin to still the breath, but it all begins with comfort. So just arriving in the moment of now. And just being aware of any thoughts that might be floating through the mind as you shift the awareness to the mental body. Are there any thoughts that you came into this practice with? Any thoughts that have been weighing you down lately? And just allowing yourself to let go of those thoughts, just detaching from those thoughts. So that eventually you can just become the observer of those thoughts, just watching them float through the mind like a cloud in the sky. And now shifting the awareness to the heart center, to the emotional body. How are you feeling right now in this moment? How would you like to feel at the end of this practice? Are there any particular emotions that you've experienced today? And then allowing yourself and giving yourself permission to move through those emotions. Just settling into the heart center, being aware, experiencing those emotions. And then allowing yourself to let go. Bringing the awareness back to the breath, to the natural, easy rhythm of the breath, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through either the mouth or the nose. Let the breath be your guide throughout this chakra meditation as you reclaim your right to be here on this earth plane in this physical body. Reclaim your right to be who you truly are at your core, at the heart center. And so moving that awareness down to the points of contact between the body and the earth. And just imagining that those points of contact are growing roots deep down in the earth. Rooting and grounding. Roots giving you support, condensing this earth energy. And as you continue to root down, just knowing that that rooting allows you to rise up. Allow your body to be a vehicle for liberation. And taking the awareness to the first chakra, the root chakra, Muladhara chakra. And this chakra sits at the base of the spine. So holding the awareness at this area that surrounds the base of the spine and includes the pelvic floor. So this area between the two sits bones and the pubic bone. Holding the awareness here. And allowing yourself to visualize a golden square right at the base of the spine, at the space between the sits bones and the pubic bone. And holding this golden square image in the mind's eye. Noticing a sense of earthing and of grounding, as the first chakra is associated with the element of earth. And you can say quietly in the mind or out loud the bija mantra for Muladhara chakra with the sound of Lam, L-A-M. They can be short sounds or long sounds as you breathe and send that vibration down into the root chakra. So taking a nice inhalation in. Lum 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 lum. Or long sounds. Lum. Or you can say the sound quietly in the mind. The bija mantras have no meaning. It's a sound vibration that resonates. It has a specific frequency. So just repeating this mantra to yourself, holding that image of that golden square on the pelvic floor. Rebirthing. Rebirthing yourself, giving birth to yourself in this moment. Recognizing that how you were born does affect your life, but that you have the ability to rebirth yourself. Allowing yourself to let go of fear, to reclaim your connection to the earth, reclaim your connection to your body. Your body is the container for your soul. Allow your own needs to be met. Give yourself permission to be safe, to feel safe, and to be secure in your body. Letting go of any constrictions or contractions within the body. Allowing the energy to flow freely through the first chakra. And then repeating to yourself, I am rooted. I am grounded. I reclaim my right to be here. I reclaim my right to be held, to be safe, to feel secure within my body. I am rooted. I am grounded. I reclaim my right to be here in this body. I reclaim my right to be held and to be safe. And taking 3 deep breaths, holding that image of that golden square in the mind's eye. And on the next in-breath, allowing the awareness to rise to the second chakra, to Svadhisthana chakra, this space between the pelvic floor and the navel, the bowl of the pelvis, to this space of fluidity and of movement and of flowing, the element of water. And visualizing a silver crescent moon, holding this image of a silver crescent moon in the mind's eye. Settling into the seat of your emotions in the second chakra. And the seed sound for Svadhisthana chakra is VAM, V-A-M. So just repeating this sound to yourself, holding this image of the silvery crescent moon, silently or out loud. Vam 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 vam. Or long sounds. Vam. And just continuing to repeat the seed sound of Vam, silently or out loud. Image of a silvery crescent moon in the mind's eye. Settling into your emotions and sensations. Embracing your sensuality and sexuality. You're entering the world of polarities and the energy that moves you through life. And the emotions, they come here, they settle here in the second chakra. And they manifest as desire and as passion. And what are your desires and passions? Are you able to tell people how you feel? Or do people tell you how you feel and how to feel? And this is a place that you hold on to guilt, so giving yourself permission to let go of guilt, to reclaim your feelings and your emotions. Give yourself permission to feel exactly how it is that you feel. Allow yourself to flow and move like water flowing and moving through life, moving into your own desires. Reclaiming your breath, finding pleasure and breath and in movement, releasing guilt, sensing into what it is that you feel. And then repeating to yourself, I reclaim my emotions. I reclaim my feelings. I reclaim my sensuality and my sexuality. I reclaim my right to be here. I reclaim my emotions. I reclaim my feelings. I reclaim my sensuality and my sexuality. I reclaim my right to be here in this body. And taking 3 deep breaths as you hold on to that image of the silvery crescent moon. And on the next in-breath, allowing the awareness to rise to the 3rd chakra. Taking that sense of grounding from the 1st chakra and that energy build up from the 2nd chakra up to the 3rd chakra, to Manipura chakra, to this place of fire and directing of energy. And the 3rd chakra is associated with the element of fire. And we talk about the fire in the belly, or that gut feeling, that sensation of fire within the abdomen. This is the 3rd chakra speaking loudly. So settling the awareness at the space between the belly button and the ribs. Holding the awareness here with the image of an upside down red triangle. And so holding this inverted red triangle in the mind's eye. And repeating the seed sound for the 3rd chakra, the sound of Ram, R-A-M, with a rolled R. Short sounds or long sounds, maybe silently in the head. Taking a breath in. Ram, 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 Ram. Or long, Ram. Allowing that vibration to resonate within the area of the 3rd chakra, in this space between the navel and the ribs. Holding on to that image of the inverted red triangle, and just repeating the bija mantra to yourself silently or out loud. And the 3rd chakra is the master of your life. It is the seat of will and desire. This is where energy builds and heats the body. It allows you to take the passion and pleasure and desire from the second chakra and direct that energy to create your will and your desire on this earth plane. You are the mistress of your energy. You decide where to direct your energy. Reclaim your right to your own energy. Reclaim your power. Reclaim your self-identity and your self-esteem. Give yourself permission to let go of shame. Move the energy of the second chakra through your body. You get to choose. The third chakra is the seat of your self-esteem and of your identity. It defines who you are. It is the ego identity here. And this is where you build your internal fire and direct that energy in your life. Choose. Reclaim that power. And repeat to yourself, I reclaim my power. I reclaim my energy. I reclaim my identity. I reclaim my right to be here. I reclaim my power. I reclaim my energy. I reclaim my identity. I reclaim my right to be here in this body. I'm taking 3 deep in-breaths and out-breaths, holding on to that image of the inverted red triangle. Just being aware of that sense of grounding from the first chakra. That building of energy from the second chakra. And that directing of energy from the third chakra. And on the next inhalation, allowing the awareness to rise up to the heart chakra, softening into this space of Anahata chakra. The fourth chakra, the heart chakra, the center of the chakra system, the great integrator of the lower 3 chakras and the upper 3 chakras. This space where, and this place where the current of manifestation and the current of liberation meet. They meet here in the fourth chakra, in the heart chakra. The heart chakra is associated with the element of air and allows you to soften and to expand, to be open. So as you continue to settle your awareness around the area and space of the heart, connecting with the element of air, with the element of air and the breath, and repeating to yourself the seed sound of YAM, Y-A-M. Long sounds or short sounds, silently or out loud. And just taking a breath in. Yum, 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 yum. Or long sounds. Yum. Holding on to an image of a 6-pointed smoky blue star. And just keeping that image of that blue 6-pointed star in the mind's eye, repeating the mantra Yum to yourself. And with each breath, softening into the space of the heart, allowing yourself to be open to more love, to giving more love, and to receiving more love. The heart is the center of your being. The heart heals wounds and restores wholeness. The heart is the center of balance. It's the balance of charging and discharging energy. And when the heart is unbalanced, there's a sense of losing wholeness, of not feeling whole, of falling apart when the heart is wounded. And so if you've experienced that sense of grief, allowing yourself to create more peace here in the heart center. Giving yourself permission to let go of grief, to restore wholeness, to come back to the breath, to balance yourself, to love yourself and to love others, to heal old wounds, generational traumas, to give compassion to yourself, to love yourself first, to open and create space for more love. Give yourself permission to forgive yourself and to forgive others. Be open to receive. Reclaim your right to move into the power of love. You were born wanting love. Learn to love yourself. Learn to love others. You are here to learn how to love and to care for yourself and to learn how to love and care for others. And generosity opens the heart and creates space for more love. And as you heal your old wounds and heal the wounds of the heart opens and allows you to receive and to give more love. And give yourself permission to find balance between loving yourself and loving others. Reclaim your right to be loved, to be love, and to love. So holding on to that image of that smoky blue 6-pointed star and repeating to yourself, taking a nice deep breath in. I reclaim my right to love. I reclaim my right to be loved. I reclaim my right to love. I reclaim my right to be loved. I reclaim my right to be here. I reclaim my right to be here in this body. I reclaim my right to love this body. I reclaim my right to love myself. I'm taking 3 deep inhalations and exhalations, settling further into Anahata chakra. Settling into the heart center. softening and allowing and opening here. And on the next in-breath, and taking that softness with you as the awareness rises to the 5th chakra at the base of the throat, Vishuddha chakra. The element of ether, of space. And as the awareness settles here at the 5th chakra, Vishuddha chakra, holding on to an image of a Shiva lingam, which is like an elongated oval. Holding this image in the mind's eye, like a smoky gray egg. Breathing into the ether, breathing into space, and into this area of creativity and of communication, of purification. Giving yourself permission to purify your life of toxic people, of toxic foods, of toxic situations. And the throat chakra, Vishuddha chakra, is the bottleneck of the chakra system. Purification takes us into wisdom. It takes you into wisdom with clear and truthful communication. You're in the realm of ether, of vibrations, the sum of who you are, the vibrations that make you who you are, your vibes. Settling into your vibes. And repeating to yourself with that image of that smoky gray egg Shiva lingam, the bija mantra for the 5th chakra, the sound of hum, H-A-M. Allowing that sound to resonate in the throat, to massage and clear the bottleneck of the chakra system. Hum, 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 hum. Hum. Clearing the way for energy to continue rising, for the pathway of wisdom to move down into the root chakra. And knowing that in this chakra, that you are in the realm of listening twice as much as you speak. You have 2 ears and 1 mouth. So listening not only to others, but listening to yourself, listening to the body, listening to the feelings and to intuitions and emotions. Listening to the messages that are given to you by the body, by the 2nd, the 3rd, and the 4th chakra. Listening to the messages of the body and of the other chakras. Listening to messages given to you by others. And also speaking your truth. Being aware of what lies you tell yourself and what lies you tell others. And then giving yourself permission to speak truthfully to yourself and to others. When you speak your own truth, you drop judgments. You detach and you allow yourself to create your own truth, your own consciousness, your own bliss. Holding on to that image of the smoky gray egg and repeating to yourself, I reclaim my right to speak my truth. I reclaim my right to listen to myself. I reclaim my right to be here. I reclaim my right to speak my truth. I reclaim my right to listen to myself. I reclaim my right to be here in this body. And taking 3 deep breaths, the image of a smoky gray egg in the mind's eye. And on the next in-breath, allowing the awareness to move through the soft palate at the top of the mouth up into the midbrain, to the space of Ajna chakra, the 6th chakra, the 3rd eye chakra. Allowing your drishti, your gaze, to fall at the space between the eyebrows. And as you settle into the light chakra, into your intuition, your center of seeing, this place where dreams arise, holding on to the image of a 2-petaled lotus. And the seed sound, the bija mantra sound for the 6th chakra, Ajna chakra, is Om or Ksham. So there's 2 sounds you can choose, whichever feels more appropriate for you. And the sound of Om rolls right off of the tongue. And the sound of Ksham, K-E-S-H-A-M, allows you to focus the attention and awareness at the 3rd eye. So just repeating one of those sounds to yourself out loud or quietly, allowing the vibrations, the sound vibrations, to become subtle here. Ksham, 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 ksham. And continue repeating the mantras quietly or out loud, knowing that you're entering the chakras, the transpersonal chakras, the larger truths, the bigger than us universal truths. You're in the seat, this space of seeing, of intuition, of dreaming, of your imagination and perception of the world. And giving yourself permission to let go of illusions, to focus your attention and your awareness, and to settle into stillness here in the 6th chakra. Command your awareness. Command reality. Become more receptive and allow yourself to detach and find stillness so that you can see things as they truly are. Give yourself permission to command your attention and to keep it focused on what you desire. You can see whatever it is that you want to see. Allow yourself to be receptive and know that intuition comes to you through deep focus, awareness, and detachment. Give yourself permission to see clearly, to have insight, and to awaken to what is. And holding on to that image of the two-petaled lotus and repeating to yourself, I reclaim my right to see the world of my dreams. I reclaim my right to see clearly and to awaken to this world of possibilities. I reclaim my right to be here. I reclaim my right to see the world of my dreams. I reclaim my right to see clearly and to awaken to a world of possibilities. I reclaim my right to be here in this body. And taking 3 deep breaths, holding on to that image of a two-petaled lotus here. Holding the awareness at the third eye. Settling further and deeper into stillness. Allowing the awareness to rise. And on the next in-breath, taking the awareness up to the crown of the head, to the 7th chakra, the crown chakra, Sahasrara chakra, into this space and place of pure consciousness and of uniting with consciousness. You have arrived at the chakra of infinite possibilities. Settling into silence here, into your awareness, into the center of your being, quieting the mind, surrendering to what is, examining your consciousness, examining who you are, examining your beliefs, detaching and moving into the current of liberation. Give yourself permission to be in the moment of now. For now begins the teachings of yoga. And yoga is the ceasing of the fluctuations of the mind. Be aware that you are a part of universal consciousness. You are a part of something greater than yourself. Allow yourself to let go, to meditate, to reconnect with this divine source, this divine consciousness that is within you and around you. Let go of doing, let go of being, let go of saying, and surrender to grace. Come into this chakra with an empty mind, because an empty mind is more capable of receiving consciousness. And grace gives you insight into consciousness. Let that consciousness pour down around you, inside of you, and upon you. Allow yourself to receive guidance and peace here. Give yourself permission to let go of and release attachments. Allow the energy to come back to you. And know that it's okay to let go and to detach. Reclaim your right to the mysteries of divine consciousness. Reclaim your right to focus on the positive. Reclaim your right to see and understand and experience consciousness in your daily life. Reclaim your right to liberate and to manifest. Reclaim your right to live in the moment of now, experiencing, being, allowing, and receiving. You are a divine being. You are a part of greater consciousness. You are a piece of that greater divine consciousness. And as you settle into the 7th chakra, experiencing stillness and quiet, holding in the mind's eye an image of 1,000-petaled lotus unfolding infinitely around you, inside of you, and upon you. Breathing deeply. Settling into silence and stillness. Holding on to that image The 1,000-petaled lotus infinitely unfolding again and again upon you and within you. And just repeating to yourself, I reclaim my right to my body. I reclaim my right to my mind and my thoughts. I reclaim my right to my heart and my feelings. I reclaim my right to my spirit, to my being. I reclaim my right to be here. I reclaim my right to my body. I reclaim my right to my mind and my thoughts. I reclaim my right to my heart and my emotions. I reclaim my right to my spirit, to who I truly am. I reclaim my right to be here on this earth plane. And taking 3 deep inhalations and exhalations, holding on to that image of that 1,000-petaled lotus. And being aware that the energy has risen from the root chakra up to the crown chakra. So there is a need to ground that energy and take it back down to the root so that you can integrate this work into your life. Coming into a sense of sattva or balance. So wherever you are, just making sure that you have access to bring your hands together, palms touching in front of the heart in Anjali Mudra. So palms touching, pressing the palms together here. You can even rub the hands together a little bit here, building some warmth and some heat. And then press the palms together. Bring the tip of the tongue to the soft palate and the roof of the mouth and just hold it there. And pressing the palms together, one more breath. And then separating the hands here, bringing the tip of the tongue to the back side of the teeth and just pressing the tongue up against the teeth. And you can kind of feel a little pull or energy between the two hands as they're a few inches apart. And as you begin to separate the hands, you can feel like a drawing together or a tingling, as if you could mold that energy in between the hands. And now taking the heels of the hands and pressing the heels of the hands over the eyes very gently, feeling that warmth and heat and connection between the hands and the face. And just repeating to yourself, I reclaim my right to ancestral wisdom and to discernment. I reclaim my right to ancestral wisdom and discernment. And now taking the hands and sliding them down the face into the back of the neck, and then allowing the hands to settle at the base of the throat here. And just repeating to yourself, I reclaim my right to authentic communication. I reclaim my right to authentic communication. And sliding the hands down over the heart and placing one hand over the other, over the heart center. And repeating, I reclaim my right to radiant love. I reclaim my right to radiant love. And sliding the hands down over the navel and taking the left palm, so the left palm is facing up, and then placing the right palm over top of the left and making a fist here, gently drawing the heels of the hands into the navel. And repeating, I reclaim my right to sustained energy. I reclaim my right to sustained energy. And sliding the hands into downward facing yoni mudra. So bringing the thumbs, the tips of the thumbs and the tips of the index fingers together, making an upside down triangle here. And then taking the tips of the thumbs right over the navel and the index fingers down towards the pubic bone. And repeating, I reclaim my right to abundance and pleasure. I reclaim my right to abundance and pleasure. And taking a breath in here and releasing the hands to the hip creases, with the thumbs on the insides facing to the inner thighs and the other 8 fingers on the outsides of the thighs, just pressing the hip creases down towards the earth, regrounding through the sits bones here. And repeating, I reclaim my right to strength and perspective. I reclaim my right to strength and perspective. And now rubbing the thighs, just rubbing your way down to your knees, circling the hands around the knees in each direction. And then massaging the calves and the shins here. Making your way down to your ankles and just holding on to the ankles. Just squeezing them very slightly and gently. And then beginning to press your hands into the soles of the feet. Just squeezing the feet and the hands. Regrounding, drawing that energy back down to the soles of the feet. And then taking your thumb to your heel, to either heel or a thumb on each heel, and taking a nice breath in. And as you exhale, drawing a line from the heel to the tip of the big toe. And inhaling and bringing the hands back down, or the thumb back down to the heel, and drawing a line up to the second toe. And inhaling the hands back to the heels, and then drawing a line up to the third toe. Inhale the thumbs back to the heels. Draw a line up to the fourth toe. And inhale, and drawing a line up to the fifth toe. And squeezing the feet one more time. And settling back into a comfortable position. And bringing one hand over the heart and one hand over the abdomen. Taking 3 breaths here. Reclaiming your right to be here, to be on this earth plane and in this body. reclaiming your right to be who you truly are at your core. Bringing the hands together at the heart, palms touching, thumbs gently grazing over the breastbone, and just taking 3 breaths. With each breath, repeating to yourself, I reclaim my right to be here. I reclaim my right to be here. I reclaim my right to be here. Giving gratitude, blessings, and thanks for this practice of yoga and meditation, for this day, and for the amazing life that you are living. Giving yourself permission to liberate and manifest the world of your dreams. You have a right to be here. Reclaim that right. Hari Om Tat Sat.